is Michaela with It's Not Okay, and it is Sunday morning with me, I guess. And we are doing a part 3 build of the medieval blacksmith. So we're going to be doing bag 9 and bag 10. This is just going to be like a super low-key build. I'd love to chat with you and try to not burn my mouth on green tea. So let me know if y'all can hear the music, if you can hear me, if you're on live, then we can get going. What's up, Ethan? Much disappointed, I know. It's okay. I don't think you were here last time, but I asked everybody if you had like a career. Maybe you were, I don't know. If you had a career in like a medieval setting, what would your career be? Like, how would you function in the medieval village? Very important to know. I would be like a tavern / innkeeper. Would have the finest mead and the finest rooms, you know, for wary adventurers. All that jazz. Dun, 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 dun. I see a medieval gigolo of sorts. I feel like that tracks. That's good. I did not burn myself. I was kind of scared. I'm into it. I'd let you run your business, your hustle, out of my inn / tavern. Love to hear it, you know. It's okay if my inn / tavern operated as a brothel during certain hours, or house of entertainment rather. It'll be multiple levels. Very old, respectable medieval tavern, just like this one, I guess. All the crinkles. Sorry, not sorry. The weather, surprisingly, has been consistently chaotic over here in Tejas, and it's super windy, breezy outside. And, you know, part of me wishes that, actually that's not true because it's already built, but in a different dimension, it'd be cool if like the wind came and knocked down the tree I hate so much. I have a vendetta against this tree, which is very abnormal for me, because normally I'm like, I don't know, supportive of all biota. Okay, Brothel Tuesdays, yes. I mean, why not? Morning, Ben. How are you? Michaela versus tree. Tree wins. Tree wins almost every time, unless that tree is a sapling of like a soft wood, slow growing species. And then I know my odds. And that's how it goes. What is that meme? It's like ask a guy what animals he thinks he could beat in a fight, and, you know, count how long they talk. My equivalent would be like, let's discuss which trees I think I could successfully defeat. I don't know. This tree kicked Matukas. Okay. It showed me who's boss, and now I have a very specific level of despite for it. I feel like it should take nobody 3 weeks to build the medieval blacksmith, the blacksmith. But you know, I'm just like just a little special case. Oh yeah, have you ever seen those videos fighting a tree, unsuccessful, potentially a trip to the ER? But have you ever seen that video of like the little girl Russian boxer, and she's like fucking oops I guess that's my one. She's like punching the tree and stuff. I'm like, whoa. Calm down. That is too intense. You need someone needs to expect less of you. I'm really nervous that of course I'm SOL. But, okay. I don't think I'm the slower functioning child. I think I'm I don't know. I think I'm like the gray sheep. Definitely the bizarre child. I'm a grad student, and you have like your advisor, right, who's your PI, your principal investigator. And my principal investigator and I joke that I'm her. She has like all of her grad student ducklings, and I'm the 3-legged duckling. And I'm just like poorly swimming in circles, just trying to do my best. Okay, she loves me all the same. That is not true. To be fair, you will be officially kicked to Arkansas. Okay. We know you're from that Texarkana border, and we will have Arkansas claim you fully if you keep on talking mess like that, saying Texans are slow. We talk slow. That's for diggity dang sure. That's about it. And admittedly, we are slow at social progress. But quick as a whip. Some of us. I'm really mad because I'm a diggity dang imbecile. And I don't know where I put my plates for this build. They really just disappeared into the ether. And they're not in here. And I don't know where else they would have gone. Hello. I feel like I will have many visits from a dog today. There's 5 dogs in the house. Yep, here they come. Hiding in. Okay, calm down. Cool your jets and your tail. This is actually the one, poo-poo caw situation of streaming this early, which personally I like streaming this early. Nobody else in the house is awake. I can just kind of do my thing. Is that I'm still waking up when I'm streaming. And, oh good, I got angry pupperoos. I'm still waking up when I'm streaming. And that often means that I'm barely functioning. That's okay. I'm hoping that it comes off as relatable and wholesome. Let me know. If you're watching this after I'm streaming, do you take this as relatable and wholesome? Or dysfunctional? Wow, he is boofing. Okay. Found a minifig. That's kind of cool. He has a fork and a knife. Look at him go. Got a little not a TIE fighter, a X-Wing pilot hat. It's not in here. Are you in here? No, you are not. So yeah, I've been recently buying a lot of Lego on like secondhand resale online sites like Mercari and OfferUp and what have you. And all of the minifigs I've gotten, it's one of my favorites, are really wonderful. Like I got a really good deal on all of these ladies from Star Wars. And oops, wrong direction. I got a really good deal on all these ladies from Star Wars. He is Beelzebub. Okay. One of my dogs, the little white one, is the white devil. He is baby Satan. Okay. I'm gonna put myself on mute and yell at him because all the other dogs listen, except for him. He'll shut up for a couple seconds, and then he'll be back to his mess. Anyways, I've been like buying stuff from Mercari, and for the most part, like all the minifigs have been really cool. Thanks, Ben. I'm really excited. So about the Star Wars ladies collection. So I got them off of Mercari, and I want to collect all of the females ladies. All of the females ladies, all of the Boofin, Pupperoo Star Wars women. And I don't want one of each except for Leia because she's really great. And I'd really love to have Queen Amidala in her full regalia. That's kind of like my white whale minifig. She's kind of the, oh, hey, Sai. How are you, buckaroo? Yeah, so I'm really excited about these ladies that I got for a good price on Mercari, and they're all in really good condition, but all of the like bulk stuff that I've gotten secondhand has very distinct, peculiar smells. So like one box I got smelled like mildewy peanuts. And then another bag I got smelled like toddlers and grandmas were living together. And I couldn't really place it, but it was so specific. But yeah. And in reference to your goat comment, little BFAB, I'm really glad that you learned about, different sexes when you took your biology class or your agriculture class. I'm glad you were paying attention. I'm very proud of you. What? Did you pass? Did you get a C? Did you get a B or an A? What does that say? Mothballs and stale milk. Dude, that is very smart. Yes, that's a very good description. But like, yeah, mothballs and stale milk. It did smell like that. And the other one is like, it's the mildew peanuts, and it's very weird. And so I actually think the first bulk of Lego I ever got was my aunt picked it up from a guy that had a house fire, and all of the Lego had smoke damage. And we scrubbed the snakes, the little soot snakes, out of those bricks. It was crazy, and it took so much time. But I have the cleaning method down pat, and so I think I'm actually going to make a video on like how we were able to get all the smoke damage out of those. But yeah. Oh, did you? Good. they're starting on the right foot, and that right foot being, I still don't know where my base plates are. Last time I stole a base plate from like something else I had. And I forgot again. Oh, let's see if this works. I have, so what I build on is this steel case desk, which think of like a administrative or principal's desk from like 1978 on in a public school. And they have those like big clunky metal desks. That is the desk that I have all my Venmo in. And it clanks around, but it's really sturdy. It's kind of hard to like pull stuff out of it because it'll like auto lock. I'm really sad. Okay. We're gonna take one for the team. And by take one for the team, I mean cry to myself at a later date. We are going to be building number 9. It's not going to work on this really old base plate. Bye, little baby from the fab. Okay, yes. So maybe y'all know this is an older base plate that I got in the mothballs and steel milk. I'm not, but I don't know where I put my base plates. I'm not building this out of my own. Oh, I know where they are. I think, no, they're not in there. I thought for a second. I thought they were in that casserole I built, but they are not. But I have this base plate that I got out of the steel milk bulk buy. And it has Lego printing on this side, but it just has these like little holes on the other side. Is this real Lego? When is this from? Right? Like it's not like this plate, and it's not like the weird, like hexy grate plate, which I've also seen, which I think the bottom of these are. Waffle back. It is real. When are they from? When did they stop being made? They're like, I don't know, appealing but flimsy. I fear that I'm SOL. It is a genuine fear I am having right now. What can I do to not be filled with fear? I have a blue base plate. Do I build it on a blue base plate? Do no. I'm just very interested as to what I did. But you know, I was on like a lug conference thing the other day. It was a sort lug meeting of sorts. And I got to see other people's houses that are also very invested in Lego. And I felt much better about what a predicament my house is in terms of being overran and disorganized, I guess. Oh, no, I found more of those old base plates. I'm looking. Got some smaller ones. What else do we have here? This is actually just an overall fashion show. Little did you know. Not what you signed up for. Okay, I think we're gonna think we're just gonna cry. Hijack one of these plates, I guess. We'll do this white plate and take off my newer gen Star Wars guys. Okay, cool. This is a white floor. It's gonna look like trash. Dang dang trash. No, don't drive one down to me. You have your own string. Plus, you know, I don't know. Look, all these guys. Goodbye. No longer a home. No home for you. Goodbye, Red Guard. Goodbye, little guy. Little Hoth rebels. These are so obnoxious. So obnoxious. Where, like, whenever you see, like, a Star Wars lot on a secondhand site or whatever, it's, like, 7 of these. And then, like, one cool thing. Wait, what? What do you mean? Like this? I should use this? Right? This is fine. Oh no. Now I am panicking. Oh, but I need to use one that's like this, right? This one I took this up. Okay. Okay. Thanks, team. What would I do without my fairy godmothers, Cy and Ben? Little did you know. Okay. We have our business. Very formal business. Cy, did you ever? Yes. Oh no, you missed your virtual flogging Molly concert? Oh, that's good. So fun fact, this is not a fun fact, but it is a fun fact for me because of the realm of science I work in. So the cod fisheries off of the British Isles. No, that's in the Caribbean, right? Anyways, like off of UK, Ireland, whatever. Hello, Felisa. So nice to see you. The cod fisheries off of the UK Isles overfished and depleted their resources of the cod population. And cod actually take a little bit longer than like a standard fish to reproduce and reach sexual maturity. And so they had to, and still do, replace the cod that was typically used for fish and chips with dogfish, which is actually a type of shark. And so if you ever have fish and chips, you can kind of remember that fish and chips, if it's cod, has that very like flaky, gentle type of texture where it falls apart. But because the cod's been overfished and the population is not as high as it once was, and therefore they can harvest less and it's more expensive, a lot of restaurants are now using dogfish, which is actually a type of shark. And that material is more like that muscle tissue that you may be eating, thinking it's like cod and chips, is more bouncy and solid and doesn't flake the same way. So yeah, you may not be eating cod and chips. You may be eating shark and chips. Fun fact of the day. Very sad. But I'm glad you got to eat delicious, magic on St. Patty's Day. When I was growing up, we used to go to, I think this one's too short. We used to go to this pub called Lion and the Rose pub. And my father would take me, and all of his Marine buddies would be there, and they would get, responsibly inebriated, flirt with the waitresses, and I would get to eat Bubble and Squeak and be really exciting, like be really happy. I think it's like my favorite side dish, which is, I don't know. I want to meet someone else who's like, what's your favorite side dish? And they say that as well. I should do that. I always vaguely look at the instructions. Oh, happy puppy duty, Ben. Have a good one. You were dreaming about fish, Sai. What does that entail? Were you swimming? Were you dreaming about eating fish when you typically don't like to? I must know. Yeah, Ben has a stream at 10, if I'm not mistaken. And I'll jump onto that. I think I'm actually going to be running 2 streams at the same time because there's like the Lego Ladies stream that I'll also be running at 10 CT, so like my time, which will be cool. Not this one. Not this one. Very interested. Because this is a square, is it not? As to... Oh, it's because I built it too high. Da, 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 da. Ooh, interesting. Are you familiar with like the types of fish that you caught? I often have dreams where, so I have like a whole bunch of different pets, and I have snakes and amphibians and dogs, lizards, technically a gecko. And a lot of the dreams I have involve like going and checking on one of my reptiles, and specifically like going and checking the snake tank or going and checking my leopard gecko's tank, and then there being a poisonous snake in there instead. And so I like go in to like grab my ball python and handle it, but instead it's like a rattlesnake or a copperhead or a cottonmouth, and I'm like, how did it get in here? Did it eat my snake? Not fun. Do not recommend those dreams. Here we go. I don't think I asked you last time, Sai, but if you were in a medieval village and you had like a role, what would your role be? I would be a tavern innkeeper, and I would have lots of fine mead and very nice housing. And same thing. Via, what would you be in a lovely medieval village? What would your role be? Oh, actually, Sai, didn't you say, maybe it was Ben. He said that there would be a beekeeper. Dun, 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 dun. Trout or cod or a big goldfish. Ooh, a town planner. Ooh, you'd be in that, like, I think in that case you would be, if it was medieval, there we would have some type of like baronship monarchy system, which I really don't know much about. And so wouldn't that make you like a part of the royal council? You would be a tree. You can't be a tree, Via. Would you be like the town wise woman? Let's see what else is here. I really need to find where my, like, it would be harder to kill you off. That's true. And you'd have nicer amenities if you were like in the royal council, right? Ooh, you would be a psychic. I think that you would need to be in like, you would need to be in a town that is like very connected to like the old ways, right? Where they would defend you. Be like, no, this is the way things are done. And like the medieval village is like very respected in terms of its community and fighting ability. That'd be cool. This way. Yeah, but if you were in the royal council, you'd like actually get nice amenities and like stable food and stuff, which at that time, that's not true. I think every town would have to have a blacksmith. It's just the function. Like there were blacksmiths when towns were strictly pagan. No burning at the stake in this storytelling of a town. You could, what? Oh, yes, I see. Not on doors, but indoors. Very fancy. No outhouse, which is, you know, the American. I'm sure. Is it just called an outhouse across the pond as well? Let's see. What am I looking for? Oh, too hard. Here we go. Okay. Sweet. But yeah, what is it called? The loo. But I feel like it may storm. I feel like my perception of, you know, of like the UK and Ireland is that the loo is like a fancy indoor setting. Bye, Sai. Have a good one. Thanks so much for stopping in. Off to do your fairy godmother duties. I understand. Just building. I really need to track down those other plates. It's like an advanced mystery, though. My tea is already kind of getting cold. That's okay. Cold tea and hot tea. Ooh, this is a really interesting piece that I haven't seen before. It is a modified brick that has this really nice scroll detailing. I wonder if, nope, that won't work. Maybe I'll put it on this yellow plate so we can kind of see this. Detailing this there. It's like a little scroll, like maybe a bedpost or like a nice cabinet detailing, or even some type of column motif. I've never seen that brick before. It's kind of cool. It could also be a piece of wood with a snail on it, if it was this way. But it is not the brick I'm looking for. This is not the brick you were, these are not the bricks you were looking for. And then you're like, oh, these are not the bricks I'm looking for. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. There's the other one we need. If y'all are just hanging out or just popping into the stream, maybe watching it later, let me know what you think happened to the missing base plate of 2021. I do not know. Also, I'd love to know if you can hear the music. Can you hear it? Is it too quiet? I'm trying. Dun, dun, dun. I'm a big believer in, like, you know, just try. Just do it. If it makes you happy, then do it. There's going to be like hiccups along the way, you know? And I think it's really important for people to see. Although it may be like, you know, not the cleanest of entertainment. This is on YouTube after all. I think it's important that we like have that reminder that we're human. I feel like we dehumanize people that are acting as some type of entertainment or are in the media or, you know, like celebrities in like the most extreme case, right? We forget that people are human with folly. And that doesn't excuse them for like, excuse anybody to being like awful or rude. But I think that there's something to be said about a type of transparency and reality and content that is nice. Oh, there it is. And maybe I'm just saying that because I'm where I'm at. But I'd like to think that I would hold these views no matter what. Especially in this type of format where you're not like producing a finished product. You're kind of opening up and hanging out with whoever can hang out. The winds are blowing. The storm is a brewing. We got some spoopy weather outside. I do say so. I do say so. Oh, it's just that. I see. What is happening now? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, I see. You know these like little rail bricks, which are these guys, right? Where you can use them to, if there's like the female end, you can use them as like a sliding function in Lego. When I first started using them, they really frustrated me, but doing more builds where people are like using them quite brilliantly, in my opinion, has been nice. I don't know what that is. Oh, I see. It's like it's this guy. It's a little peg. So I have these, I have the bouquet that I built, the flower bouquet of the roses and some tulips that I built on Valentine's Day right here. And I added these tulips that I built when I did the yard sale at my mother-in-law's. Oops, I think I just saw a petal drop. But it's making me think of the other bouquets I need to build that were gifted to me by my mama. Maybe that would be a fun Mother's Day stream or video. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know where this little petal goes. Oh no. It's gonna hang out right there. But yeah, I think they're really pretty. I'm not a big fan of the tulip builds. I think they might be nice in like the other bouquet, you know, just kind of as a filler, but I did really like the roses. And recently, someone on Lego Ideas has pitched a orchid made out of Lego, and it uses those same like car hood pieces that are the roses are composed out of. I'm pretty sure that's what that was originally. Don't quote me on that. But the orchid petals are done with those pieces, and it's so beautiful. And so I personally don't think it's going to win just because Lego is doing their own botanical work, and I don't think that they are going to, you know, approve an idea set that is so directly competitive with what they're doing, you know. But I really hope that it you know, makes it onto Rebrickable or even the Bricklink system to where people could get those instructions and build it, if it's not already on Rebrickable. I know, I thought about that big plate being in the rice casserole too, but I specifically remembered that this didn't fit into the rice casserole well. And so I had to like puzzle piece Tetris the base of the casserole together. That being said, my like Lego situation needs a deep clean really bad. And so I think on Monday, aka tomorrow, I'm gonna stay home and I have other reasons I need to stay home, but I can use the opportunity when staying home to kind of tackle what's going on. That's my plan. I think it's a good one. I do really like this color though. I think it's dark sand or maybe dark nougat. What is this color? Of course it won't tell me explicitly. No, I'm only supposed to have one of those. That's so confusing. Then how am I supposed to build everything if I only have one? Explain that to me. I'm very confused. Oh, no, I'm supposed to have 3. Well, that's good. This is the last one I have to kind of like come up with. Missing 2 base plates. I must hire a detective. Bird dog detective. I do like, although this room is not finished and it has a long way to go, that's what those stripes are over there. We're like testing paint colors for this room. I do really love sitting here because I have a bird feeder right outside and I get to check on my birds while I'm building. I love them. I've turned into a crazy bird lady. And it's so crazy how fast, like once the birds figure out that you're putting out feed for them, the other birds catch on. And they, I swear, they like, the word gets around fast and then you have to buy more bird seed than you originally bought. And I can't disappoint my little birds. Can you hear the music all right? Is it too loud? Is it okay? I'm trying to still work out the kinks of streaming. There it goes. Elevator music, yes, indeed. It's just like minutely better than it being silent. It'd be really cool, like, at this point in the morning, I really like listening to jazz. It's my favorite. But you can't play stuff that's copyrighted, so I do not. Here's those little scrolls. They are accents on a desk. It's nice. Hello, if you just joined, how are you? I am building the medieval blacksmith. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you liked the stream. It makes a difference, and it's cool if you do. I am, via Lisa, just asked how far I was on this project. So I am in probably the last 30%. So this last block. So there's the second level that's all done. I'm working on the third level. And there's like more details in the remaining bags. And the shingles on the roof. They'll come together and will be a little bit of time. I'm actually thinking that I'll probably jump back on stream this evening or maybe build while other people are streaming and kind of knock this out. And then, although there's tons of reviews on this set already, I plan on doing a review on this set since I've been, I trained for a little bit as a metalsmith, jewelry smith. And so I think that some of the really cool factors on here haven't really been addressed to their full capacity. I was also thinking about hopefully reaching out to a friend of mine who is still a practicing blacksmith and, you know, maybe doing a Zoom call with them. I think that would be really cool. He's very talented, and he also like looks like a modern blacksmith. He's like really gruff and like covered in tattoos, and you know, is constantly hammering out beautiful work. Let's see, where is that little guy? Finding pieces. Obviously, I need to like keep better track of my pieces. Oh no! Once again, lost to the abyss. If I was in a spicy mood, I'd blame it on the dogs. Oh, there's the tile. Once upon a time. That's pretty cute. Pretty cute. We have a storyteller. Little quill that can go in there. Very nice. Pop that on the desk. Popped right in. Oops. There we go. Gotta figure out where the camera is, huh? There we go. That's pretty cute. Little desk. So this is the biggest set that I've built so far. And I have bigger sets that I need to build, but I didn't want to like jump into a really big set. But I wanted to make sure I got it before it went out of stock and I could never get it again and then had to pay like 4 times as much. So like I specifically have some Star Wars sets that are bigger that I haven't tackled yet, but I think that it'd be a lot more fun to like build with other people. And I think specifically building with other people and either like one person working off of like iPad instructions from lego.com, or you know, the sets that do come with 2 different instruction manuals are really nice. I think that would be fun. And potentially even doing that on a live stream would be cool too. Oh no, it's 9 o'clock and I'm not even through bag. What is this? I think this is bag 9. That's okay. Not a race, it's a marathon. Okay, I got this little guy all worked out, I believe. We get to add them to this. Ooh. Well, it would help if I did it right. There we go. Nice. So it's kind of that extension off the building. So I recently watched the plastic architect, Claire, is a really wonderful YouTuber. She's an actual architect in real life. And she did a review. She does these architecture reviews based off of the different modular Lego sets. And I love them so much. I think they're so clever and smart and well done. And she did one on the medieval blacksmith. And she was explaining that this type of architecture, which is still used today in like kind of a reproduction format, is called daub and wattle. For, I know who's here is also from Texas. So like dirt daubers, right? So DAUB, where they are packing the mud in. And then the wattle references the placement of like really tight sticks to create kind of the wall structure, and then it's daubed in with mud or what is that other thing called? Mortar, right? So mud or like the equivalent of mortar. And this type of, so it's all the sticks lined up and then it's daubed in with that muddy paste, depending on the era. And then this kind of like latticing or detailing is like very specific to that type of structure, which I think is super cool. And I love learning about that because I definitely recognize this type of building facade, but I didn't know it was associated with that type of building technique, which I thought it was really cool. So if you haven't, if you're watching this, you know, now or even later, I highly recommend checking out that video from the Plastic Architect again. I love green tea. I didn't drink, I used to drink tea pretty readily, frequently, when I lived in Rhode Island. And even at different points in my life, I was like drinking teas in the morning. But I think when I was in Rhode Island, it was the most often, you know, with breakfast, I'd have tea. But I've really enjoyed drinking tea again because my favorite vendor at my local farmer's market does lots of like canned goods, and he served in Vietnam, and one of the people he served in Vietnam with has a honey farm, and so he uses his honey and he sells his honey. And I learned yesterday that the honey tastes so specific because it's clover honey and wildflower honey. And it's so, so good. It's like, yeah, the honey is so wonderful. that I was like, man, I want to use this honey. Like, it's so good. So I started drinking tea again, so I got to use the honey more, and it makes me really happy. I love it. And now that you're really into, like, at least more than I am, via more into like Tudor history, history within monarchies, and I guess because of all your antiquing, you know the goods in terms of that. But I didn't know it was associated with the Tudors. It'd be fun to review. It'd be fun to review Lego furniture with you and be like, I think that this is from this era. It would currently appraise at this. All of that. I think that'd be really fun. Okay, now time to make a little side table. Interesting. There we go. Got a little snot brick for the bottom piece. I'm going to pop this little guy on. And I really like these translucent candle pieces that are about to go on in a second. I didn't see them. I only have ever seen like the bigger kind of like swooshy flames where that mold is also used as the feather. It's used as the feather and the quill in this set. I've seen this as like a translucent orange. Yeah, there is, after the stream, I'll send you the link. I think it's called Brick Designed, but she does a lot of furniture and like stuff you would use inside of a house, like dishwashers, toasters, things like that for modulars. And she's very talented. And I'll send her I'll send you her Instagram after the stream because I think you'll really like it. But yeah, you totally should. Hey, Brad, how are you? Oh yeah, right on here. Just, you know, slowly but surely working on this medieval blacksmith. Little morning chill time. And we're talking about Lego furniture. But yeah, I really like this little flame piece. This is the first time that I've got to work with it, and I think it's pretty cute. But yeah, I haven't, because I'm like so new to the Lego community, I haven't like gone through that one Instagram person. I should look, I'm just gonna look for it so I don't forget. I do have the attention span of a cricket, a lizard, a very small attention span of sorts, whomever it may belong to, that is not a human. Let me see, scrolly. But yeah, her stuff is really beautiful. And I just want to find it, and of course I can't find it right away, but normally she's like the first person that pops up. Let's see. I'm following not that many people. Dun, 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 dun. It's in here. I know it is. Oh, Brick Designed. Maybe she's not a she. I always assumed. I don't know why. You know what they say about assuming. But yeah, Brick Designed. You can kind of see there. You should check out their Instagram. No worry, Brad. I really appreciate you popping in. Like the stream. Tell me about your favorite piece of Lego furniture. What are you currently working on? What are you currently working on? But yeah, Brick Designed is the furniture / interior work person. Very good design skill. And, you know, they did have an architecture set that they put out a couple years ago where it was just a whole bunch of like specific molded white bricks for modeling architecture. And those sets, like I've heard people say like, oh, you know, I saw those sets for $15 on super sale at Barnes & Noble when they came out and I didn't buy them. And now if you were going to buy those sets, they're like $350, which is crazy. But yeah, those architecture sets are cool, and they should do like an interior design set with like some basic suggestions of like what works well as what. That would be really cool. They also have that program, which I'm not familiar with, but I know Ben does a lot of his modeling in it. Which is the kind of like studio online 3D rendering Lego interface, which would also be cool for doing mocks. You're doing a sales report. I hope you sold everything. And it was just, you know, you're the best salesman there is. And you get to report that today. I'm really excited. I personally think that this is, from what I first saw about the Blacksmith, this next part is the best part of the set. So I'm glad that I get to do it this morning. It is a bearskin rug, which I don't think has been done in Lego before this. And it's just made up of black tile pieces. This type of like clever building makes me like super hyped, and I like it a lot. So it's 4 in and 5 from the center. Okay, I'm gonna build it like this so we can see it come to life. Oops. I think I got ahead of myself and put these together when I shouldn't have. Oh no. Oh me, oh my. Of course, that's what I get for fidgeting with extra pieces, huh? Okay, I think that might work in separating them. So I used to have like really long, like fake gel nails. And I haven't done it in a long time. But sometimes I wonder if it would be easier or harder to separate my bricks if I still got my nails done like that. Nice. I used to work at a supermarket here in Texas for a little bit. I feel like depending on the supermarket, it's fun. And also depending on what department you're in, that makes a big difference. Indeed, happy Passover. Are you working? Are you, oh, nice. Via did managed catering for restaurants for a very long time. She knows what's up in that department too. Catering is fun though. I used to work at an ice cream shop, and we got to, and I worked a lot of the catering events. And, you know, we would go out and scoop ice cream. And I worked at an ice cream shop that, like, out of Austin, Amy's Ice Cream. And we, like, used paddles to smash up the ice cream, and we would, like, throw it in the air and do tricks. And it was always fun to do that at, like, offices or birthdays, or just get out and interact with people. And I'm sure that's also nice because I feel like having something catered is an in-between of normalcy when everything's all cuckoo banana right now. But it is very stressful at the same time, especially if you're managing everybody. It's especially stressful. Oh no, wrong way. So having this the way it is, and kind of second guessing me using this white plate, because you can kind of see the bear coming together, and it doesn't look very good from this to here, and that makes me sad. So most likely I'll find that other plate and rebuild all of this. That's okay though. There are so many worse things. I feel like it's a good problem to have in comparison. Couldn't find the right Lego plate. Life is good. Bear head time. Growing up, one of my aunts, they originally lived in Colorado, and I remember visiting them when I was young and being like, they had stuffed bears, like, you know, taxidermy bears and stuff. It blew my mind. They were so big. And I remember when I was at camp, when I was young, we used to do these hikes in like the North Carolina hills, you could say. And I remember us hiking along this path, and we saw a bear, and it was like kind of in front of us, and it went past, but I was really young. It's white because I couldn't find, so Brad's asking why it's white, the plate, and it's because I don't know where I put my other proper colored plates, and it's like a mystery. I couldn't find one last week when I did the stream, and so I used one of the ones that I had extra laying around that was that color. But I couldn't find, I looked again and I couldn't find them this morning either. So it's a mystery. I think elves stole them. That's my working idea. Yes, and what are they called? Are they chafing dishes? Chasing dishes? I don't know what they're called, but the things that heat up stuff. What is that called? I feel like you'd get tired of looking at those and toting them around too. It is an icy floor. But it's okay. They'll just give me something to do later to fix it. You gotta put the Brick Separator to work at a future date. Chafing dishes with an F. Yes, indeed. Boop. We got our bear. I love this bear. I think I wish you could see the detailing a little bit better. But it's just so nice. And that profile kind of sticks up where the head should be. It's really nice. I'm into it. Oops. Tossing bricks. Just throwing them around all willy-nilly. Okay. Got this going. I don't think I'm missing anything from this page. I know a lot of people aren't up this early, especially in like my neck of the woods. But I really like having these. I know, it is a nice bear. I really like having these streams this early because it's like a good way to wake up on a Sunday morning and it just kind of be mellow and have the time to work on something. Just a little bit of routine, a little bit of schedule. Goes a long way. Especially, I've been having this conversation multiple times this week about like, thanks, Brad. Have a good one. I'll see you later, potentially. And thanks for stopping in. But yeah, I've been having this conversation a lot recently about like making sure you have something that you spend your time in, that you're passionate about, that isn't linked to any type of trauma. Where it's just something that you can like really cherish and give some of your time to as a reprieve from the hustle and bustle and the chaos of everyday life. And I think having that thing, having that passion that isn't trauma linked, that you can invest in goes a really long way. And for me, it's Lego, like I have no associations with Lego except for, being less stressed and being like really excited to get into the community. What feels like later than everybody else, because it's just been a couple months. And it's really relaxing, and setting this time aside to stream on Sunday mornings, or the type of fulfillment that comes from like making a video and building something and kind of having these steps and the routine within that is very rewarding. And as much as humans like to think that we're not animals, we're definitely animals, right? And we benefit from routine and stability and consistency, just like if you're training a dog, right? Like you want to give them that structure, that routine, so they do well. And I think we're the same way. Jamming. I like this more like jazzy, lo-fi elevator music. It's my speed. I'm into it. I need to find some like copyright-free jazz music that's kind of this vibe, because that's what I would really love to listen to on Sunday morning. That's my jam. Wrong thing. Got ahead of myself. It's okay. Getting it off. Boop. Cool. Dun, 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 dun. I'm jamming. Okay. Next page. Gonna make a window. Window time. Da, 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 da. Let me see. Which blue piece? This one down here? Ooh, I'm very bad at direction. That one is a little stool for the writing desk. So there's the Once Upon a Time, and then there's this little quill. I'll turn it to the side so you can kind of see the profile better. So there's like a feathery quill, and then that blue circle is the stool for someone to sit at. Oh, the piece separator. I'll show you that. Yeah, so this is a fun little invention of Lego. And so it has different functions. So let's say you have some stuff that's stuck together and you're having a hard time taking it off. Instead of like hurting your fingers and your nails, you can use the brick separator. So it has this female connection on this side. So you can take it off like this, where you click it on and you can pry it off like that. You also, I'm gonna put that back on. There's the male end right there. So if it's easier for you leverage-wise to click it in underneath, you can pop it off that way. Yeah. And then if you have something that is, I don't have anything, oh, I kind of do. Sometimes you have stuff where it's like a peg, like that, right? And you may get the peg stuck. And so there's that little peg piece at the end there. And then if you have, you know, this is kind of risky, I suppose. But if, let's say you have two pieces like this and they're seamless and you can't get them off, there's this portion, like sloped portion that's kind of sharp at the end. And you can use it to kind of pry that off, like so. They're pretty cool. And they typically come in orange. And then they scatter these color ones randomly across boxes. And I really like that color, so that's the one I use. This guy. Yeah, they're pretty cool. And if I'm not mistaken, they used to have like this big gray bulky one. I know it is really handy. Handy dandy. They used to have this like gray bulky one that they used to put in some sets. And this is like such a level up in terms of design because I've seen the old ones. Cool. Now we're doing columns. A support column. That's what this is. I recognize what this does. And a little chest. This is a medium nougat. I actually really need to, so I have a hate relationship with the way that Lego has named their colors. It does not make sense to me. There's so many like documented color references. And I don't like the way that they colored them. That being said, they've been using the same type of coloring name system since the 60s. But I think for like, you know, all of the paint companies that have been around since the Renaissance, or I guess not the Renaissance, since the modern era, that's when tubed paint became a thing. So Impressionists on, right? But even then, there was color theory in the Renaissance, and like there was colors that you specifically used and referred to. I just wish that they would have used those. But maybe I'm, you know, incredibly biased because of the painting history. And maybe graphic designers just want them to be numbers. You know, but like this right here is totally like this brown color. It's like a type of sienna, kind of. You know, titanium white. That's black. This looks like Payne's gray down here. That's one of my little goals, is to make a color comparison. And it's been done before by different folks. Like, which one? Brickitect, which is they have like a blog and a YouTube maybe? I know for sure, like a blog website. What is this? Oh, I see. They've done some color theory work with brick colors, which was really nice, like very well written and composed. But why doesn't the world need a painter's perspective? I think it'd be cool to actually like use those colors. I guess that's true. There are too many syllables. And plus, like the traditional names, at least with the Impressionist on, is like cadmium red, cadmium yellow, cadmium green, or phthalo, or cerulean, or alizarin crimson, manganese violet. It's all like heavy metals, right? That's what makes those pigments so good. But I want it that way for the accuracy. Oh, I see where you go. Will you click into place? There we go. That's nice. Getting, oh, bag 10. Maybe I can power through bag 10. Let's see what it looks like. It's big pieces. We can do it. Can we do it? We will for sure try. Why not? Okay. Big crinkle warning. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, little dude. Good girl. Hello. Hello. Oh, I want to build with bricks, please. I would like to build with bricks. I'm sorry, Dooney. No bricks for you. Okay, goodbye. All the crinkle noises. Hopefully it's not too bad. Also, too late. Too little, too late. We got some little spiral toppings, which are either like chocolate whipped cream or little poops.
Oh no, where did it go? There it is. That's good. Not another missing piece for me.
Have a good walk. Go walk before it rains. If you're popping into this stream after the fact, you're just hanging out, having some background music on a different day, I would love it if you liked this video. It helps. If you haven't already, it'd be cool if you subscribe too. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you want to see in a stream. Also, if you haven't already, tell me what you would do as a job if you were living in a medieval village. Like, what would your role be in the village? I genuinely want to know. I have the interest. Also, like this medieval village, I haven't gotten to any of the animals yet. Because I know there's a couple in the last couple bags. There's a little spice flavor for the medieval blacksmith set. But if this set was originally supposed to have the goat, right, which would have been very lovely, but they lost that mold for whatever reasons. I've heard many. But if you could have had any kind of animal or addition to a blacksmith set, what would you choose? And why? Let me know. I would have definitely chosen to have some goats. I think that would be really great. And then for this blacksmith set, I personally don't know why they included the husky. It's not like it doesn't feel like a realistic dog to have hanging around. But who am I to say, right? Just a measly peasant. That's what my opinions are. Oh, all the dogs are hanging out. They hear the rain and come in outside and they're checking in. Oh, this is the bed. I'm making the bed. Well, that's cool, I guess. I really, when I was originally looking at this set and I saw the different levels and stuff, I was really impressed with the quilt build. So that's good. Once again, we get to use those little scrolly detail pieces for the furniture. Oh, I got a message. The dogs are pacing around, being like, "Excuse me, where's my breakfast?" That's okay. They eat later on Sundays. It's the day of rest. Gotta also rest from scarfing down puppy food. What am I looking for that's not making sense to me? Oh, there we go. Just a small hiccup. So I've started, okay, the quilt is about to start. So here's the bed. I'll do that so we can actually see. Here's the beginning of the bed. We have that end piece. There's the pillow, I assume. And we're about to start laying down the tiles for the quilt. Quite exciting, I do say so. There we maybe go. What is this? Yes, I do that. What else am I missing? Much confused. It is. Oh, I see. It's like a snot piece that I did not do that step yet, and so of course I'm confused. Here it is. And a little tile. And then we put a 6 tile on top. Cool, 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 cool. Peachy keen. For the end of the bed, I see. It's a very smart placement. Ooh, it's very beautiful. Really nice detailing. Right, so we're about to do these quilts, and this is a really clever quilt build. I've always wanted to know how to quilt, and quilting is so much harder than a lot of people think. So much harder than I originally thought. It takes a lot of diggity-dang time and materials and skill. And there's so many different ways to quilt now. I've, one point, started a quilt and I still have it. And the fabric that I bought is like across the entire spectrum of color, but you know, kind of impressionist botanical motifs across different color. And it's really beautiful and lovely. But it is not finished, and I need to finish it. In the meantime, I will make this quilt. It's much easier. Da, 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 da. Little checkers. A little cricket accent in this song. That's funny. I like the, I feel like they could have easily just gone with one shade of green, but they're using 2 variations of green tile in here, which is a nice touch. I think those like small decisions go a really long way in terms of design. And I feel like they'd be very easy to overlook in terms of brick design, but of course they're not. We got good designers on deck over there at the Lego group. Got that light green. Nice tile. I would honestly love to make this quilt. It'd be fun. Also in the sort leg stream that I joined. Oops, another message. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should make this quilt. I think that would be a good idea. Little accents on this bedpost. I hear the thunder coming. I feel like I missed something. I feel like I did something wrong, and it is because I did. Got a little distracted, rightfully so, and just, got ahead of myself. It's okay. This is a weird song. I don't think I'm into it. Here we go. Got some jumper plates on this bed. I need to find another jumper plate. There it is. Boop. 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 Dun, dun, dun. Oops, so close. Yay! We're getting there. Just these last little triangle accents, these little half cheese pieces. Oh, we got a little. Hey, why are you vomiting, little bug? That I always joke that the sound of a dog yakking is the most effective alarm in the entire world. I will wake up from a dead sleep if I hear that noise. Okay, the bed's done. It's real. Look at that nice quilt. Maybe I'll make this quilt in real life. That'd be pretty fun. A little memento that's useful. Where does this go exactly? Excuse-moi. Where do you go? Oh, I see. You're kind of far in. Right up on the window. There we go. That's nice. I don't really like the gap, but whatever. Doo, doo. Doo, doo. Oh man. Ooh, this is a jammy one. Done. Just these little additions here and there. Trying to wrap up this bag 10. There we go. I don't know if y'all saw that, but got a little crazy and my backpack flew out of the trunk.
It's funny. Okay. We'll pop a wheelie. What now, brown cow? Okay. No more wheelie popping. Got a whole bunch of snot brick placement on this end over here. Oops, there we go. We've got our front plates now. Ooh, Lord, and I'm gonna break a little couple things in the process, huh? Please do not do that. Got those going. We're gonna add these ones here to the front. That chest will be the death of me. I do think so. Very interested in how I'm going to play this when I replace the floor. That is a problem for future Michaela, not current Michaela. Oh, so is this. This is a current Michaela problem because I put it in the wrong place. Ah, please behave. There we go. Got there. Got these little guys just hanging on by a couple. Oops, that needs to be screwed up by a couple studs. Oh no, what have I done? Oh, there it is. Yay! I thought I lost it. Okay. We got our paneling on. What now? We got these little guys that are gonna get popped on. Gonna get into sport mode. Are we getting in sport mode? I feel like my equivalent of sport mode. Oh man, I missed some business, y'all. But I will piece it together with my visual acumen. Okay, here we go. Sport mode. My sport mode is on a very beat up hoopty. Okay, I'll have you know. Cool. What's next? We got this little piece. We got some of these bad boys. Okay. This kind of sounds like the, are they called chronicles, right? From Legend of Zelda. That's what this song reminds me of. Do 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 do. Na 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 na. Me 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 me. I'm going. I'm a breaking. We got these guys. What direction are they going? Nice. This is a really good piece. I should see if these pieces are on Bricks and Pieces. It's not a bad idea. Got some ideas of some stuff I want to build. And I think those would be integral. My creaky chairs are creaking. Okay, these guys. We got these guys. Missing anything? Kind of, approximately. It's okay to do stuff a little backwards, right? Right, I say yes. Different strokes for different folks. So on and so on, and shooby dooby dooby. Word, word, we going. We going. We got support. Now what? We got a long brick with a little baby brick in between to connect these bad boys right here. Yes, 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 yes. I do declare this is coming together. We got a big boy hanging out right here. And then we got a tiny boy that we get to put together right diggity down here. Do. My hair's all over the place. Oh, hey, Brad. Welcome back. I am in my hoopty equivalent of a sport mode to knock out this little buildy boy. Oops, and I almost missed a piece. Are you surprised? No. No, we're not. Do. Do you have a favorite brick color? Relevant but random question. Is that an oxymoron though? It probably is. This is pretty sturdy construction, these arches. I'm into it. And then one very long piece. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's nice. Ooh. Okay, but which orange? Like orange spaceman orange or the like, this is my mock. Or like this yellow orange. I think it's called bright orange. I'm gonna do a video about lugs and show this piece. Orange spaceman orange, nice. My favorite is the is that bright orange, where it's like, yeah, it's more of a yellow, and I love that color. It's like kind of a mustardy yellow. Thank you. I had super fun with it. When I went to that pick a brick, I got all those carrot pieces, and the lug assignment for the week, or for the month rather, was spaceship. So I had a good time. This over here. Yes. Click. And we got some business over here. Oh man, I'm rounding the bend. It feels real. I guess bag 11 and 12 are shingles, probably. But really, I need to finish bag 10.5, which is finding my missing pieces. That's the real bag. Dark yellow. Yeah, I mean it is. The thing is though, so like I'm a real color theory nerd. And when you have color, you have like hues, which are like what we think of like color itself. And then you have tints, which is when white is added. And then you have shades, which is when it's darker, right? And typically when you have a yellow shade, it turns like ugly green. I shouldn't say it's ugly, but yeah, it turns green. And I can understand from a like plastics color mixing why they titled it bright orange. Because I'm sure in terms of color mixing, it is just like a diluted orange, most likely. That's okay. We'll see how that goes in the future. But I'm trained as a painter, and whenever I think about color and color theory, I kind of like get the twitchy eyeball in terms of like, no, it's actually just this color. You've been a lifelong Lego lover, right, Brad? This song feels very like synthy 80s, Stranger Things-esque. Yeah. Now it's over. That's really nice. Do you still have like all of your original sets from when you were growing up? Did you ever have a Dark Ages? Oh, that's so cute, Brad. That's amazing. It makes me very happy. Are you on Instagram? I'm on Instagram as Snot Okay, but the O in Snot is a 0. And yeah, I don't know if you watched the video I did about the Star Wars heads, but I like just posted that little photo of me as a little kid in overalls. I literally did not touch a Lego brick until end of November, beginning of December last year. You have everything. That's so amazing. And you never did the Dark Ages. You are living your best life. That's amazing. We're done with bag 10. It is bag 10. Goodbye. Bag 10 is gone. And we have these little extra pieces. Got little tiles. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you saw it. Are you on Instagram? Did you say yes? Yes, you are. Okay. I should be following you. But I'll make sure if I am. Okay, cool. Bag 11. I'm going to go watch Ben's stream. And maybe the Lego Lady stream. Or I'll have both on, 2 monitors. Really intense, supportive YouTube business. That's what that is right there. Okay, let's add this funky base-plated doodad on. Where do you go? Autonoma. Right here. It's alive. Well, dope-a-rooney. Yes, space is a problem. Just imagine if you had a classic space problem. There's my really bad pun for the day. Oh no! The thing that I've heard other people complain about has happened to me, which is those little side tiles popping off of the masonry. Poop in that soup. Okay. Cool. Thank you so much for joining me. That is bag 9 and 10. I will either do 11 and 12 over the week, and then we'll finish up with 13 and 14 or something along those lines. Either way, thank you so much for joining me at any point. Super shout out to Brad. What's up, Brad? Thanks for popping in and then popping back in at the end of the stream. Thanks for stopping by, Sai and BFAB and Ben's Bricks Designs and Via. Y'all are all wonderful. And I will see you next time, next Sunday,
8 a.m. Central Time. Have a good one. Bye. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.